What is going on, gamers? Aevatrex here, and today we are going to be going over the update, everything that was added into the update, and some of the things that were updated. Now, the first one is going to be, of course, this new hero, Valentina. As you can tell, I have a 505 Revitalize on it and a 5 Sprint. I will get a lot of gameplay for this hero, and I'll probably do a full review. I'm probably going to be doing full reviews going back to Arctica and Gulom and all of that, since I was too busy to do them before. I'll probably get on that now and get those out to you. But of course, Valentina is one of the main things that was added into this update. Now, another thing that was added was also the ability to open gift packs, not 1 by 1 but 10 by 10. So for instance, this message chest 4, usually you have to open them 1 by 1, but now once you click use, it gives you the option to open 10 at a time. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that right now. Let's see, it's gonna open all 10 of them, and now what you're seeing here is the rewards for all 10. Now, since I had 11, I can actually continue and open that last one, and then what would have probably taken me around a minute, I did it in literally just seconds. And that applies to pretty much everything. Like for instance, this crest box, I got 9. Once I hit use, it gives me the option to open 9. So I go ahead and do that, and as long as I have the space in the warehouse, it'll go ahead and give me all of them, as you can tell. Alright, now the next thing that we have is Team Dungeons. Now in Team Dungeons, as you can tell, with Mesa, now what you can actually do, once you form a team, you go ahead and you go and create, but now you have a chat on the left hand side that you can see your guild chat, your friends, your private messages, and then one chat just for the team that's in here. And another cool little feature is that now you can actually invite your friends. So it is not limited to just inviting people within your guild. So as long as they're on, you can go ahead, hit that invite button, and they'll receive the invite. So definitely one of the coolest things that was added here. Now, another thing that was added was new achievements. So as you can tell, I got different achievements that I haven't collected yet because I wanted to show you guys. So I get 100 gems for evolving 2 heroes. I get 200 gems for evolving 4 heroes, 300 for 6, and then I get evolve 2 heroes twice, I'm meaning double evolution, so I get 150 for that. And then evolve 4 heroes twice, and then I get 250, and evolve 6 heroes twice, and I get 350 for that. And then of course the artifact achievements, unlock 2 artifacts, 4, and then 6. There we go. Now, of course, there is also some buy gem rewards. So as you can tell, I'm gonna get here some Minotaur cards. There he goes. We get 3 cards. So that's basically enough cards for you to double evolve a Minotaur for free without having to use any sort of shards. And then of course we get talent runes. We get 5 of the level 6, 5 of the level 7, and 5 of the level 8. And of course, once you get past that, you do get a level 5 talent chest to finish it off. Now, another cool little feature here is that now once you want to hire let's say ornithopters on all army camps, usually what you'd have to do is you have to hire here, you'd have to exit, and then you'd have to go to another one, and then the other one, and then the other one, etc. But now there is this sort of refresh button here on the top left corner, and what it does is that it toggles between your army camps. So since we started here, we toggle once, we go ahead and hire all the troops that we want, we toggle again, that's our 3rd camp, and then we toggle again, and then that's our 4th camp. And that pretty much means that you can do it all in one screen without ever having to exit, which is amazing. But of course, now that we don't have any troop quests, now we have that option. Go figure, right? But at least we do have it, so I do appreciate that. Now, another cool little feature here is, of course, in the relic hall, in the magic. Now, for all of those longtime players, we all know that once you buy magic, you are either stuck with it or you gotta go use it somewhere. Now we have the ability to actually sell the magic. See, I went ahead and sold that, and let's say that I click on Arrow Rain without wanting to. I can just go ahead and click that button. It is sold, and then I can go ahead and buy the one that I actually do want without ever having to go raid and waste the spell and then come back. You know, this update has a lot of things that just it makes life easier in a way. So I definitely do like this upgrade for sure. Now another thing that was added is it's a button to filter the heroes that we have by grade. So it's this little stone looking thing right next to Skull Knight here. Once it is gray, that means that you're able to see all of your heroes, every single one of them. But once you go ahead and click on it, you see that it turns into a yellow stone. That means that these are the heroes that are evolved. You can only see the evolved heroes here. Once you click it again, it turns into purple, and you guessed it, those are the ones that are not evolved and are legendary heroes. You click it again and you get your elites, and then you click it again and you get your ordinary heroes. But not only is that here for towers, it is also in the hero bases. For instance, there you see, there it goes. Now another little thing that they added here is the ability to see who has died. So for instance, my Santa Boom is the one that's all the way on the left hand side right now, and once he dies, like for instance, let's go ahead and send him into his doom. At least I think he'll die. Alright, then boom, he dies, and then see how he moved to the right hand side. That reflects that he's dead, and he's no longer going to be showing us the first one here. Another thing is that I had never noticed Santa Boom explode that hard and destroy that many walls. That was actually pretty interesting. But yeah, there's a nice little thing to know who has died and who you still have available, so that's pretty cool. Now one of the biggest things that was added in this update is the ability to have separate Mesa teams and Lost Realm teams. So for instance, once I go in my Mesa, I go to my former team, and you see that this is the Mesa team that I usually do my Mesas with. So once we exit out of there and we go to Lost Realm, usually before this update it will be the same team displayed here. But now, as you can tell, not only are we able to form 3 different teams, you do not see my Mesa team here. It is completely different. So for instance, this is the team that I do Here Be Demons with. So if I face a Here Be Demon, I just quickly swap into this team. This is the team that I take my Battle Altars with. And then this is the team that once I'm refreshing Lost Realm and I'm using energy and fighting mobs, this is a team that I use to go ahead and clear them really quickly. So I really do enjoy that, and I think that's probably my favorite thing that they added this update, because I refresh Lost Realm a lot and I tend to have to switch from team to team depending on what the situation is, and I'm just glad that this was added. It's definitely it makes Lost Realm a lot more bearable for sure. Now another thing that they added here was that now for Crest, 99 is not going to be the maximum that you're going to be able to hold. You're actually now going to be able to hold 999. So you don't have to see yourself selling some crests that you have nothing to do with at the moment, even though they're almost capped. Like for instance 91 Bulwark. I don't want to be able to start selling them because I had no room. So now at 999 you're able to save some of these crests. So probably wasn't something that was affecting a lot of people, but for those that it did affect, it is definitely a nice little change. Another thing that was added is that now once you finish a quest board, it no longer takes 8 hours to refresh. It's actually going to be 7 hours. So what that means is that now we're going to be able to do more quests quicker. So that means more rewards. So I don't see any sort of negative on that, especially since they don't start until you click on it. So you know, you don't have to feel pressure to start any earlier. It's just that it's going to be available quicker. So definitely a plus anytime you can get more resources faster without having to pay anything. Another thing that was fixed is that Minotaur, I believe I did a video on this a while back too, is that once you had your Minotaur proc and stun heroes, if those same heroes were already stunned by Dread Drake, Minotaur did not take any energy from them. It would apply the stun, but it wouldn't take their energy. And they have finally fixed this issue, and now Minotaur, especially in the arena, is seeing a lot more play. But also in Lost Battlefield, like if you ever had a Dread Drake and a Minotaur together in one team, and your Dread Drake stuns them first, and then you see your Minotaur proc, and then they all still full energy, that was a bummer. So I'm definitely glad that they fixed this. Another little thing that was changed is the Here Be monster. It looks different. I don't know if a lot of people actually caught on to that. It looks like the dragon has like a more of a goldish background. So definitely that's changed. And then the logos here, they look more high definition. The Team Here Be monsters and the Team Dungeons. So that was changed as well. Those are just more of a visual things. And then also this is back. This button to edit your base is back on the right hand side, and then the requests and invites is back on your left hand side, because they were up down here, but actually it wasn't convenient. It really wasn't, because you had to do an extra click. Sometimes you weren't easily accessible to it because other things got in the way. So I definitely like that. I like that they reverted back, and I like the idea if something just doesn't work, or it doesn't make anything easier, that they're able to actually go back and change it. I definitely like it. Now another little visual thing that was added, of course, as you can tell by my name, you see that it is glowing, and then it's basically saying click me, click me, click me. Well, that's the new visual effect. That way people don't forget to collect the rewards. I know a lot of people say that I never collect my reward and whatnot, but I just don't collect it while I do the video, but I always collect my rewards. But this is just for those that maybe they do. That's just a heads up, like, hey, you need to collect me right now. And it also looks pretty cool, so props to them on that. Another thing is that they're also saying that they optimized the Guild Wars matching system. A lot of times there were some guilds, that are really powerful guilds, that were getting matched up with people half of their might, and then of course those people with half their might didn't stand any sort of a chance. So they definitely upgraded on that. So I guess that one is still to be determined. But myself and my guild, we definitely ran into that a few times where we were matched up against guilds that literally would have no shot. So hopefully that's definitely going to change. Another little visual trick here is that, let me go ahead and show you the Minotaur over here, and then the Santa Boom. If I have space, there we go. Now, once you evolve a hero, it gets that little glow under them. So for instance, as you can see on my Minotaur, he's got that golden glow. But my Santa Boom is double evolved, so that little circle I added with the gold glow basically determines that a hero is double evolved. So now you're able to scout opponents easier, know exactly what they're running, and you don't have to wonder no more if that's an evolved hero or a double evolved hero. And it looks cool, so I mean, give them a little A+ for the look of it. And then the last little bit of it is that there were some changes to Guild Wars. Now once Guild Wars starts, you cannot add new members and have them actually get you points. Before, let's say a guild started at 70 out of 75 members, they were able to add 5 members and get points from them. Now they're not going to be able to do that, so one guild is not going to hold the advantage over another because of that. And also, the rewards from Guild Wars now is gotta be collected before the next Guild Wars begin. It used to be that they could collect it while the next Guild Wars was going on, but no more. So make sure you collect your rewards very quick. But yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown on this update, guys. I think for me, the best thing for me is the Lost Realm and the ability to have 3 different teams. That's my favorite thing out of this update. But I'm curious to hear, what's your favorite thing out of this update? Leave a comment down below, and thank you guys for watching, and until later, bye.